Boston, hopefully the Al Horford is overrated crowd had other plans Saturday night. Because if they tuned in, or even worse, attended the Celtics Game 7 smackdown of the Bucks on Saturday, they would have saw a masterstroke performance by Horford in an elimination game. Simply put, the Celtics don't win Saturday's game, or their opening round series, without him. Horford was brilliant. He scored 26 points and missed just 4 shots. He grabbed 8 boards. He was spry when needed, rim-running on rolls through the paint to catch lobs from Marcus Smart, and sturdy, too, dipping his shoulder and attacking in the post when the Bucks left Thon Maker in to guard Horford. It's why he's such an effective matchup in a 7-game series. Centers struggled to keep up. Smaller forwards struggled to hold their ground. An even-keeled Horford even reveled in the TD Garden surge late in Saturday's win, turning to the Celtics bench with 1:20 left, a 14-point lead in hand, and waving his arms like a baseball umpire making a safe call. He was right, after all. It was over. He has been a stabilizing force since he walked in our locker room, Celtics coach Brad Stevens said. He provides a very calming influence to our younger players. By post-game, Horford was back to his mild-mannered self. And, in typical fashion, he redirected credit elsewhere, right back to those younger players. Most of Horford's praise fell on Semi Ojeleye. The insertion of Ojeleye into the starting lineup to guard Giannis Antetokounmpo changed the series, Horford said. Without Ojeleye, who at times wasn't even in Boston's rotation during the season, there might not even be a Game 7. Semi is probably the guy that we need to be talking about, Horford said. He did an unbelievable job on Giannis. It's just a lot of credit to him. He stayed ready. He didn't always play a lot all year. When we needed him most, he stepped up. We don't win this series without him, he's not wrong. Ojeleye allowed the Celtics to go small and still compete. Milwaukee lost center John Henson to injury, leaving Thon Maker and Tyler Zeller to guard Horford. Maker's impact was sizable, no doubt, especially in Games 3 and 4. But Stevens said seams in Milwaukee's defense started to open as the series prolonged. Eventually, Horford found his space. Horford was previously tabbed with Antetokounmpo defensive duties. And he did well, a big body that at least created contact at the rim on Antetokounmpo's drives. Ojeleye was less of a shield and more of a traffic cop. When Antetokounmpo gathered himself and took aim at the rim, Ojeleye kept square, using his chest to try and guide him back toward the wings. If Antetokounmpo settled for a step-back jumper, a long two-pointer, or even a three-pointer, we have to kind of live with those shots and just try to make it tough on him, Ojeleye said prior to Saturday's game. Antetokounmpo still finished with 22 points, but it was on 7 of 17 shooting. He missed 3 of 4 three-pointers. He wasn't quite as dominant, or, frankly, assertive, in Games 5 and 7 at the TD Garden. Horford, meanwhile, didn't need to expend as much energy on every defensive possession chasing one of the best players in basketball. That's why I said Semi, to me, changed the series, Horford said. The job he did was unbelievable. Giannis is such a great player. His ability to take the challenge and be able to hold his own gave me extra energy on the offensive end. I really needed it. I'm just proud of him. All year he's been working really hard. He's probably the hardest worker on our team. He just stayed with it. He definitely got rewarded. This is Boston's reality for as long as the playoffs continue. They didn't have the most talented player in the series Saturday, Antetokounmpo, and they didn't have Chris Middleton, either, who looks like he could track toward one day being an all-star. They're without their stars. Heck, they didn't even have Jaylen Brown for the second half because of a hamstring injury. But they had Horford leading the way. He's calming influence the Celtics need as they try to navigate this broken ship through the rest of the playoffs without Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. And as the pieces around him found their identity throughout the series, it was enough. It's what I've been doing all year. It's been what we've been doing all year as a group, Horford said. We didn't want to treat this any differently. We went out there very focused on the defensive end. I felt like our guys, their poise was great. Milwaukee fought hard. They kept giving us shots and our guys stayed with it. Eventually, we wore